So I think we're all familiar with the Ripple v SEC case that's going on in court right now. It's obviously been playing out for quite some time, right? Well, John Deaton, who's the founder of Crypto Law, he's the guy that's actually representing over 75,000 XRP holders in this case. He has said that the SEC will lose if they continue to argue that every XRP sale is a security. So he said that the SEC lacks good faith to argue that each and every sale of XRP made by anyone from the beginning of time until the end of the world is a security. So he's talking about how the SEC is claiming that Ripple violated the U.S. security laws following its 2013 ICO, right, the initial coin offering. So they're basically saying that the SEC is insisting that every XRP sale, including those conducted on secondary markets, constitutes a security. This is the reason why we've seen all these exchanges delist XRP. Okay, it's not because they don't like XRP or anything like that. It's because this lawsuit basically prompted, all these exchanges to delist it, because they didn't want to, basically be selling a security, which makes sense, right? Self-preservation is one of the biggest things when it comes to these. They don't want to obviously have the hammer come down on them, right? It's kind of a weak move, but I understand it at the same time. And I think, if you're an XRP holder, you should understand where they're coming from as well. Now, that being said, he does say that, if they continue thinking this way, if they continue thinking that every sale of XRP since the beginning of time is a security, it's an absurd argument and they're going to lose. And I think that does make sense, right? Because if you really look at every single one, if it was originally launched as a payment network, if that's what, this coin was meant to be able to help facilitate, right? It's not a security, right? It just doesn't make sense. Okay. It doesn't make sense. And, he talks about how the SEC is obsessed with XRP and they don't care to perform, the Howey test on every single coin ever sold. And that's why they could end up losing the case. And I agree. There's, a lot of stuff that's, again, playing out in the favor of Ripple at this point in time. And things are looking pretty positive. Now, obviously, this is not financial advice or anything like that. And I think there's a huge opportunity here because if this does play out in the favor of Ripple and all these exchanges start relisting XRP, and there's a lot of people that have just been waiting and buying their time, right? They may jump back in and the price could go up and all these sorts of things. Again, this is not financial advice, but I think a key point to this is if we look at the chart, right? We can see that, despite yesterday's news, the FOMC, meeting that concluded, they raised interest rates another 75 basis points, all these sorts of things. It didn't really do much, right? Most crypto, wasn't really affected, but XRP actually is even up from where it was before. And I think this is important, right? If we look back at the 3-month chart, we can see that nothing right now is affecting the price of XRP. It's staying right where it's at. So it's almost looking like this case, again, and I've talked about this before, this case is the catalyst for XRP. Nothing else right now seems to be able to affect the price. It's almost basically become a stable coin at this point in time, right? We're not seeing we might see some minor fluctuations kind of like we're seeing there, but this is just tightening. And we may see this just continue to trade sideways until this case is concluded. Now, that being said, obviously, there's tons of factors in crypto. There's tons of macroeconomic factors and tons of microeconomic factors, all these things that could play a part in influencing how the price moves. But it seems like right now, the only thing really XRP holders care about, big, small, anything, is just this case. And it may continue to get dicier as time goes on. We may find out more over the next coming months here to see if they obviously plan on going to trial, but either way, it sounds like this thing is supposed to be wrapped up some point early next year. So that's obviously a very positive thing to hear. But that's all I really got for you guys in this video. It's always interesting to see what Deaton has to say. He's a little bit more out there. He's kind of reminds me a lot of Charles Hoskinson in the way that he talks about certain things. He just jumps right in, doesn't hold back at all. But as always, I appreciate you guys stopping in, checking out the video. If you haven't already, again, show your support for the channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell too. Again, you can stay updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you have a great Thursday, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care, guys.